Hello lurkers, and hello all you archaeologists. I'm the Johnstruct. I'm having a ghost, trick, phantom, detective, adventure. I'm going to put these long pauses between everything I say from now on, apart from obviously this sentence and the sentence before where I blatantly broke that rule. There we go. And we do have sound. I will start from this time frame. Hello, well-spoken rambler, person whom I've been clearly talking to before the start of the stream. So therefore, I don't know the rules. The rules. Yes, I want to start from this time frame. How was your stream, by the way? I know I was there for some of it, but I was distracted by programming. When Lynn lost her life for the second time, she was being detained on suspicion of my murder, but I saved her hoping to solve my own mystery. Living creatures can choose to live their lives in one or two ways. They can either submit to their fate, or they can try to change it. I mean, only if you've got magical ghost powers. Lynn is definitely in the second camp. I mean, sure, why not? Yes, it's the second stream for a game that sometimes gets me, where you're like, because if you've been streaming something for 10 hours, it's like riding a bike at that point. I could go back to Elden Ring anytime and I'd hopefully know how to play, but Ghost Trick, well, we're on week 3. It might be a bit sketchier. As soon as I got back to the junkyard superintendent's office, I mean, Ghost Trick isn't a game that really requires me to have my Twitch senses activated. The fact, it was really brought home to me. Fool! We told you not to let the suspect out of your sight. So, yes, I'm quite happy that I know I sent you a wall of text that I haven't put on my Discord yet. I was going to cut it down a tiny bit. Well, I've successfully cut my code, so I only have to calculate it at one angle, and it will do the rest. But today I've done it so it will also work on mirrors. So, because that is different than the clockwise motion in terms of programming. And that was that. I decided not to get overly clever with that, because sometimes when I try to be clever, I realise I'm not, and I just waste the day. But that I thought what I was trying to do at the very last second, I was like, okay, the system will work, so I'll just try and quickly add a thing, and then I'll start a stream, and that did not work, which is fine. Just don't try and do programming like 5 minutes before the start of the stream. We told you not to let the suspect out of your sight. My apologies, sir, but I never thought she'd run away. Lynn is our angel. I mean, friend. I mean, she's like a family to us. Angel, friend, or family. They'll run when they have the chance. Are we the baddies? I mean, we're not him. We might be the baddies. Do you have any idea how many years it's been since my wife ran away? Okay, he's definitely the baddie. I'm very sorry. I have no idea, sir. Ha! You'll never make detective at that rate. I found Lynn. Yes, sir. If Inspector Cabanella gets word of this, it's all over. I can't remember if Lynn knows. So our red-headed detective escaped, did she? But I barely saved her a few minutes ago. Phew! She's fast. Well, I guess I'll look around for leads. It's trick time. Go back to the chicken kitchen if we want. Oh, hang on. You know what I've not done? Is I've not told people that I'm streaming. I mean, I'll try and do that very quickly. I don't see any customers hungering for chicken tonight. Buddy, we're hungering for chicken every night. I'm streaming. Ghost Trick. Come see. I did it in all caps. It's extra enthusiastic that way. Okay, and I'll do it on my... Right, that's been published. Lovely. Ooh. I hear singing coming from the kitchen. Right, la la la, tonight, with love, what do you? My darling Miss Chicken, let me shower you with gifts of salt and pepper, la la la. It's too early in the stream for me to go, well, it's too late in the day and too early in the stream for me to go full singing. He's not a bad singer, but I guess I'd better get going. Hang on. Check. Right, fine. Can I find anything in the telephone book? No, I cannot. I'll go back to where I was. Have a look around. Yes, dum bum 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 ba-dum. Is that George of the Jungle? Let us examine. Slynn's notebook, sad and forgotten, sits behind the bookshelves. Who could she have been calling on the phone before she had hid it there? I wish I could find out. Ooh, new location. I'm the ball now. I can't get to him yet. Interesting though. That old pigeon man. Do you suppose he's carrying out some sort of research here? Look at all these precision instruments, complicated devices. What are you doing? Sir, I think this may be how Lynn escaped through here. Trash compactor. She couldn't possibly fit in that tiny little elevator. Sir, I don't know. Lynn is pretty slim. Fool. Don't you know that women can make themselves appear slim through fashion? To this day, I still don't know how much my wife really weighs. I'm very sorry, I have no idea, sir. Ha! You'll never make detective at that rate. Anyway, where is that old pigeon man? Oh, him, sir. He went through the door behind me, sir. It won't open. Apparently that door leads to the basement, but it's currently locked, sir. These instruments are all very suspicious. You better keep your eye on that old man, too. Sir. No idea what the instrument's for. As a matter of fact, the whole desk is filled with things I've never seen. It's a microscope. I know I've lost my memory, but still, that old pigeon man seems like a pretty strange guy. These photos look pretty old. Pictures of little fragments of rock. That old pigeon guy seems pretty strange taste in wall decor. Perhaps because I moved the story onwards. I swear I just saw this thing just move. Don't tell me, could it be? I sensed the tension between me and the detective and moved to get away from it. unexpected tangent. I'll never make detective at this rate. What I need is some sort of achievement feather in my cap. If only I can find a helpful lead that might do the trick. A helpful and blindingly obvious lead to staring you in the face right now. Don't know why the light turned off, but huh, this is Lynn's notebook. I'll give this back to her. If I give this back to her, it might spark something between us. What to do? What to do? This is a very complicated matter. What have you got there? What? This? Oh, this is, wait a minute. Is that? Yes, sir. It's Lynn's notebook. Notebook, eh? Come to think about it, there was something about that in the report. Something about her looking at the notebook, making a phone call. This must be it. The telephone number, the big circle around it. Aren't you curious to know who she was calling? I am. Really am, sir. I'd like to know. Oh, but I don't have any ulterior motives for wanting to know, though. No, sir. No. This number might be an important lead. I better check it out. Hello, to whom am I speaking, please? Yes, hello. This is a criminal investigation. We need your cooperation. Yes, I know that voice. Is that you, Detective McCaw? Oh, is that Officer Bailey? What's up, sir? You don't usually call this late. Oh, did you get a call from one of our detectives, Lynn, earlier? From Lynn? Yes, I did. She calls every night. Maybe she senses it's about to happen. Did you say anything special? No, not really. Is something wrong? Yes, well, I might be contacting you again if I have any other questions. Why did I pick this voice? It's going to kill my throat. Got a new phone number. I'm going to file the report down the station. I need you to be vigilant here. Excuse me, detective, but what is it? That notebook. Would you mind if I gave... I don't mind, sir. Just stay on your toes. Ooh, new location. What was that call about? I heard you say Lynn. Don't really know. If I had to guess, though, I'll probably say something's going on with her. Ha ha ha! The only place in the world where nothing is going on is inside your brain, Bailey. Ah! What is that supposed to mean? I mean, I know what the words mean. That's not what I'm asking. That was my way of expressing indignation, putting it in the form of a question. Hello, Bailey. I just hope Lynn's not doing anything crazy. I'm a fan of hers, you know. According to my log, Lynn's been calling here nearly every night as of late. So let's see. This is the place Lynn took all that risk to call, eh? But what exactly is this place? I mean, they've got keys, so I'm guessing a prison. It's time to let loose. Hey, what's this? Oh, that? I thought I wrote down my duties for the night so I wouldn't forget any of them. You can't keep them in your head. It's not like you have a ton of duties after all. Use a little brain power. Ah! What are you talking about? Weren't you the one who said there's nothing going on inside of my brain? Didn't think you'd take it quite in that direction. So let's see this important to-do list of yours. 9 o'clock. Take prisoner C38 to telephone room. Yes, he just made a request to use the phone a little while ago. 9, eh? That's when Lynn usually calls. Well, we can't let her talk to him tonight. Rules are rules. Rules is rules. Ah, poor Lynn. Sure wish I could comfort her. This game is weird about Lynn. What do you think you're doing? That's my important duties, memo. That's okay. I've got it all memorized for you. Well, it's your duty to guard the telephone room, you know. The telephone room. Just make sure you do your job when the time comes. How did I get that? It was on the piece of paper. Hello? Lynn. I'm sorry, I don't have much time. Please let me talk to him. Well, I'm sorry, Detective. I can't do that tonight. You can't, but you always let me talk to him before. Well, the telephone room's already reserved, that's why. Oh. By the way, there's something going on with you tonight. What? Why'd you ask? I got a call from one of the other detectives a minute ago asking about you. Oh, really? Well, I don't think that's anything important. Officer Bailey, do you think you could keep this call just between us? Even if only for tonight? Well, Oh. Well, I've got to go. I'll call again tomorrow. It's a clever way of changing scene, because obviously that the chicken place is going to become relevant later, and it's kind of subtly introduced us to that. Oh boy, well I better call the detective division. Hold it there, Bailey. What? Don't tell me you're going to report that call from Lynn. What else can I do? It's my duty. It's literally my job. Just write it down on one of your important to-do lists. And then I could wad it up for you and throw it away. You mean you want me to keep quiet about it? Well, isn't that what she asked you to do? Well, yes, but tonight is kind of a special case for us. You can't make a special exception for my Lynn too. Special case, huh? Alright, you win. New information's been added. True time. I don't know what they think is special about tonight, but for me, it's my only night. Lynn's on the other end of that telephone line. I better hurry. I lost my life at the lonely spot on the outskirts of town. My name is Cecil. Apparently I asked Lynn to meet me in the junkyard tonight. I was trying to make a deal with a mysterious old man. Not there anymore. A woman who was at the scene of my death. Her name is Lynn. She was a detective looking into the case tonight. She was arrested on suspicion of my murder. She said she doesn't know me. He's a hitman who, on the old man's order, is targeting Lynn. His name is One Step Ahead Tango. He's near-sighted G-Go's rival. He followed Lynn to the junkyard, but met with an unfortunate accident. Valiant pet. Lynn's neighbour. She lives in an apartment decorated in red with her daughter. Apparently, she's a novelist We moved here due to a disagreement with her husband. She refuses to answer the phone anymore tonight. Well, it's not going to be the last time we see her. The daughter of the woman in purple, her name is Amelie. Because of a fever of 102, she isn't going out for a lesson tonight. Apparently, she and Camilla are friends. She's worried about her father's birthday. He sits, this is the careworn gentleman, he sits alone in his stately office, tearing at his hair. He's frantic about his wife, the woman in purple who's left him. Remember, this is the green detective, remember the police who's investigated my murder. His partner is the blue detective. He works under Inspector Cabanella. Apparently his name is Detective McCaw. Member of the police who's investigating my murder. His partner is the green detective. He works under Inspector Cabanella. The odd blue doctor. Oh, he is blue, isn't he? He's apparently a colleague of the detective. He's examining my corpse. There's something off about him. The head of the Special Investigation Unit. His name is Cabanella. Apparently he's the group's top investigator, looked up to us by his men. He seems to dance through life. There's some kind of special tie to Lynn. He's the lanky and loose lawman. He works under Inspector Cabanella. He's suspicious. He's performing a stakeout at the park. Odd man seems to be bothering him. I've completely forgotten this person exists. There's no other way to describe him except from the man who's bothering the detective with the cap. His mission is apparently to protect the park. Pigeon Man, superintendent of the junkyard, apparently also lives in the maintenance building. Man who loves and is loved by his pet pigeon, or at least that's how he appears to be. But could it be something more sinister? Most likely the chef of the restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen, the jovial tenor. Yeah, I recognise Super Mario when I see one. It's the typical cop. I guess he's one of the policemen investigating my murder. There are so many of them, I can't tell them apart. Navy blue. Well, there's at least two dudes in this room. He sits at the navy blue square. He sits at the desk in some office. He appears to be working. These guys all wear the same uniform. I can't tell them apart. Fair enough. The place where I lost my life. The junkyard. Appears to be a junkyard on the outskirts of town. Police have begun their investigation and have deemed my death a murder. The office of the junkyard's maintenance building. Lynn was supposedly detained by the police here, but she's nowhere to be seen. The junkyard superintendent apparently lives here too. No data. Is this some kind of office? Men wearing uniforms appear to be working, maybe not working here. A restaurant that specialises in chicken, it's called Chicken Kitchen. There's a jovial chef here. It's an apartment with a strangely thick atmosphere. The woman in the purple lives here. It's a world apart from the Lynn's apartment next door. Lynn's home, a little girl and a small dog apparently live with her as well because the little girl dropped the receiver in the fish tank. The phone line doesn't work. A music box was hidden in the ceiling. Steadily office that gives off cold, heavy air. Man sits alone, tearing out of his hair in anguish. I didn't realise these had all had new info. Park where the detective in the cap was performing a stakeout. Old fellow claims to be guardian of the park is here too. Finally, that. I don't guess. I don't guess. Good. Some good tea. No! Lynn! Lynn! Oh, why couldn't it have been me instead? I'm no use as a police officer. It should have been me. Looks like she's dead. Better not touch her. Who did this? Who shot Lynn? Excuse me, mister. You talking to me? This room. There aren't any other exits besides this one here, are there? Do you see one? Then how did... We must have been one of those mysterious locked room murder cases on our hands. One of those cases where the murderer vanishes into thin air in a vacuum. But locked room... Sir, locked room cases are all solvable. They're from murder mysteries. I don't know if you've ever read a murder mystery, but they tend to solve them at the end. Locked room ones tend to have a rule as well. I mean, it's obvious, right? I mean, if you can't exit or enter the room, then they didn't. Just go find a real detective. I'll keep watch here. Yes, sir. What a terrible turn of events. No locked room murder, eh? Things never get dull for our redhead. I know of a certain inspector who might dance around at the thought of a mystery. No mysteries for me. But when I can rewind time and talk to the victim herself, guess it's time to go back and see the truth behind the murder with my own eyes. Haha! I died again! I thought you'd be a little more grave under the circumstances. Yeah, well, this is the third time, after all. It's scary what a girl can get used to, don't you think? Yeah, frankly, the way her mind works is a whole heck of a lot scarier to me. So what happened to this time? Who shot you? Don't know. What? I'd like to know myself. Who could have done it? Who shot me? It's not that she's like just anime. She's just sort of weirdly more anime than everyone else. I guess not. No, it's because she's got like her eyes are huge, and everyone else has kind of relatively normal looking eyes. It's sort of weird. What are you asking me for? I don't know. You could have huge eyes. I can't tell because shades. Oh boy. Guess I just have to go find out for myself. Okay, you just go do that. Hurry along now. I get the distinct impression that I'm being used here. Okay, looks like it's time to go back to 4 minutes before your death. Let's rewind time, shall we? We've got to watch it play out first, right? Yes, I imagine. She loves it when people turn back time, doesn't she? A Cher gets her wings. How long has it been since I locked this room up in darkness? Once I thought the truth could be discovered in darkness. Maybe it was just that the time wasn't ripe. Oh, she did go in the tiny lift. That's so incredibly dangerous. So that means the police officer was right, that the, not him. You hang up? That she went in the small lift. I mean, the thing I'm remarking isn't that she went in the small lift. Obviously, we can all see that. It's that the dude detective was correct. My word, she was killed by Rube Goldberg. That's the truth behind our locked room murder? So the murderer was a mechanical murder machine. I mean, that makes it the Pigeon Man's murder machine. When I came into the room, it was pitch dark, so I turned on the light. That must have been what set it off. The murder machine, I mean. Can you please stop repeating the words murder machine? That old pigeon guy must have made it, but why? What could be the meaning behind this weird room? Anyway, you'll have to find a way to stop the creepy machine. Once Cupid fires his arrow, it's all over. You know what, Cecil? I think this death might be easier to prevent than the others. Why is that? You know, because the murder machine is mechanical. To this point, I can't manipulate living creatures, but I can manipulate this machine. I've just got to figure out how to stop it. When 4 minutes ago, Mead turns on the light. That's when the murder machine is set in motion, apparently. Looks like the key to solving this one is understanding the Rube Goldberg machine. I mean, it makes sense that they have a literal one, because the entire game is... How long has it been since I locked this room up in darkness? I once thought the two... I'll leave it that way. Ghost. The telephone doesn't seem to be working right now. Usually the telephone line goes red, but it's out right now. 4 minutes. Okay, I get it. I don't know where I'm supposed to be. I'll go over there. Oh, he's left there, so I can move it. How did you manage to cram yourself into that tiny elevator? I've always liked small cramped places. Whenever I see a little hole or crevice, I always feel like crawling in. The place I feel most at home is between my bed and the wall. Yeah, I guess I can understand that. And we're birds of a feather, we should get together and talk about it sometime. Sorry, I know he literally just said that, I just forgot. There's nothing I can do in that time. I'm guessing it might become relevant later. So about telephones. In the 4 minutes before world, you can't just use any of them. Yeah, that's right, only when it's being used to make a call. So maybe that call just now was a good opportunity. It seems to me there's a fine line between good opportunity and only hope. So which one was that phone call? It seems to me I have no idea. No, I tried and we couldn't use that phone. So I'm trying to use that to pause. There it goes, the murder machine started. I can see that, I have to do something. But what can you do? There's nowhere to move from here, you might as well just throw up your hands. Don't give me that ghost doesn't have hands bit. It's just a figure of speech. Looks like I messed up somewhere. What could I have done? I mean, they said the telephone, but... Why can't I connect to any of this stuff? You cheeky bastard game. Okay, didn't... Let's give Cher another feather. I mean, there's that there, I just don't know how to get over there. Like, I feel like I was pretty diligent in, like, checking. Presumably then, okay. Is it, maybe I can use the phone just as he picks it up. And that'll get me upstairs and back downstairs. Oh, is this the superintendent? I'm so glad, I thought I was all alone. Okay, that was weird. It told me I couldn't use it and then switched it to the version I could use. Go there! Yeah, at some point I might want to switch these screens around. Yeah, no. Then ran away. The detectives yelled at me. The old pigeon man ignored me. Then the kettle nearly scared me to death. My life's in a complete shambles. That's gratitude for you. We were just trying to warn him with the kettle whistle. Would he have preferred getting scolded by the steam? Well, at least his fate was changed a bit. That's good anyway. Fate changed! We've gobble race. Why did I do? Oh, I don't think I can do anything. Okay, we got further. Yeah, I know. I know about the swinging shovel. Just going to wait for the ball to do that so I can knock that tennis ball over there. Yeah, that was pretty good just now. Maybe if we put on the putting green. Oh, with a swing like that, maybe we could put it some use to here. Good thinking. I might be able to use this trick somehow. Only I could change the path the ball takes. That's great and all. It looks like we're out of time in this round. Okay, I have no time, whatever it wants me to do. Look at that. Every time. I've got to watch this every time. No. I was trying to do things. We should experiment with what we can do. Like, it seems like what I've got to do is in a really tight schedule. Oh, I wish I didn't have to do this every time. Hurry up. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Interesting. Toy cake. I think I can do that. Door. Cool, that might be it. Yay! What just happened? Looks like your future just got a whole lot rosier. Your death has been erased again. Thank you. You kept your promise, didn't you, Cecil? A promise? You said I'd see you again if I died. I don't remember making any promises. It was all for my own benefit anyway. Fate has been averted. What time? Okay, no, I need to switch these things around. Okay. That's better. What could this room be all about? I can't imagine. Those things that went off at the end, those were party poppers, weren't they? Party poppers. I have no recollection of what they are, but that's no surprise. Party poppers are always a surprise, that's the point of them. The gun, party poppers, the gun going off, it seems familiar somehow. I'll leave that part of the puzzle to you. I have my own puzzle to figure out. Well, shall we go back now? Back to your new present? Speaking of present, Cecil, are you there? Lynn is talking to me. If you're there, could you say something? If you're not there, I guess I'm just a weird girl who talks to herself. Well, you are kind of a weird girl, whether you talk to yourself or not. Trick time. I mean, I feel like that'd be enough. You are here! I knew it! I just had that feeling. Shame on you for stepping foot into a girl's head uninvited. Wait a minute. Don't give me that a ghost doesn't have feet bit. It's just a figure of speak. You invite me in. Hey, did I say anything? There, that tone. It's that tone of yours that makes me mad. So you did have something particular you wanted to say to me. I just thought I'd share some information with you. I'm investigating a case right now. Murder case. I'm doing it alone. Murder case all by yourself. Yes, well, that's because the case was closed a long time ago. The culprit is already behind bars, forgotten by the world. So why are you looking into it then? Because I think the person's innocent. That's why. There's something strange about the case. Some big mystery. I firmly believe that. So anyway, I finally have my memory back, and it's not at liberty to tell you about the case. But if there's anything else you want to know, I'll try and answer what I can. And as my only lead, I would like to ask about a few things. Who shot me? You have your life back and your memory back now. So let me ask you again. Who shot me tonight? Yeah, I thought that might be the first thing on your mind. What else would be? There's a good chance I was shot while I was with you, after all. I'm afraid my memory just isn't clear on that bit. Not clear? I met with you tonight, and then you fell down right in front of me. I think I remember seeing that part. I'm pretty sure you were shot. Maybe from somewhere far away. So you didn't see the culprit. I'm sorry, I wish I could be of more help. But I know I wasn't the one who shot you. Your colleague seems to think you're a suspect, though. I wanted the information you had for me. So why would I shoot you before I got it? Information, huh? Wonder what kind of info I had for her. Not the girl with the bow. By the way, I see you have a little roommate. Camilla, how do you know about her? There was a tiny incident in your apartment a little while ago. An incident? What kind of incident? What happened? Is Camilla alright? She's fine, thanks to her loyal friend, Missile. It's Missile right there. Although I did have a little trouble bringing him back to life. Oh my! What in the world is going on? Why would anyone want to hurt Camilla and Missile? You're being targeted by a certain organization. What? I saw them. The people who were calling you their target. So I'm a suspect and a target. Could this night possibly get any worse? I mean, you could be dead. It does sound pretty rough. Are you sure you'll be okay on your own? Huh? You know what they say, when it rains, it pours. I thought it says... Whatever. Isn't it the time you admitted you need my powers? I'm sorry. I don't remember this being a conversation they were having. I can't cooperate with you. Yes, you saved my life tonight. I'm completely grateful for that. But as a detective, I still can't trust you. That's too bad. But the information. So I had some important information that you wanted, huh? That's right, you called the station yesterday and you asked to talk to me. You told me you had an important lead on the case I was working on. Important lead, eh? You wanted to meet what you said you wanted to meet me tonight. Talk directly. What? What was the... Ooh, hello people. I'd better learn how to read and sharpish. You said you wanted to meet me and talk to me directly. Tonight at the junkyard. You're asking me about Al Capone. And you fell for it, even given how fishy it sounds. You're the last person I want to hear from, you know. But I just couldn't let it go, no matter how shady it seemed. That's because I'm running out of time. Hey, that's right. You said something was going down tonight. Does that something have to do with the case you're working on? I'm sorry, but I can't talk about it. I revert back to the normal voice. Oh boy. I guess I understand. She's terrifying, like, just absent. Her eyes are just like an absence of light. So what are you going to do now? Run, I guess. They'll catch me again if I don't get out of here. I'll have to get to the restaurant. I'm worried about Camilla. Oh yeah, what was it? The Chicken Kitchen on Dead End Drive, right? What about you, Cecil? What are you going to do? I don't know, to tell you the truth. You're my only lead if you leave. I just realised you and I are in the same boat. We're both looking for the answers tonight, and neither one of us has anyone to help us. That about sums it out. It sums it up. But even if you can't cooperate with me, how about we just agree to use each other? That's not a bad idea. You're wrong. But can I ask you to do a favour for me first? What's that? I need you to sneak into a certain place for me. Certain place. Prison, to be exact. Prison? That's the place I was calling from the office upstairs. I want you to go out and find a certain prisoner's work schedule for tomorrow. Work schedule? For a prisoner? Yes. The prisoners are given different jobs details every day. Each prisoner is scheduled for the next day. What? The schedule is written on the blackboard in the cell. So just go and check out a certain prisoner's blackboard. Huh? Okay. His prisoner number is D99. If you do that for me, I'll cooperate with you. Okay, come on. Okay, see you later. See you. But don't die again, if you can help it. Looks like I hold the key to the case Lynn is investigating. She holds the key to solving the mystery from me. So we've started up a strange relationship of cooperation. Lynn gave me an assignment. My task is to go check out tomorrow's work schedule for prisoner D99. I better go to the prison. I shall save my game. Continue playing.